For a beta save in FM24, we are once again here at West Ham. But this year will be a slightly different challenge, as we have already lost a lot of key players, including Declan Rice, Vlasic and Scamacca. But as we are in real world mode, there are players who are due to come in but have not arrived yet. So that leaves us slightly short at the beginning of the season. I do have some money as well to spend, but I'm not sure if it's mine to spend as yet. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to a brand new year, FM24 with Old Man Phil. And if you are brand new to the channel, I'm Phil and it's great to have you along. And this year, just like last year, we're here for the beta save at West Ham. And we will be playing our opening 2 games of the season today. We will be at home to Newcastle and then we will be away at Everton. But it has been an interesting pre-season and we are without several key players at the moment. But we do have players who are lined up to come in during the month of August. And so it is a case of just trying to do our best in early season and trying to dig out some results until these new boys arrive. I also have a pile of money, but I'm not sure if that money will dwindle as the new boys come in. I'm really not sure if it's mine to spend. But as usual, before we go into what's been happening both on and off the pitch, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, then you are definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, do all that good stuff and help the channel to grow. Help us to support the very good work of the British Heart Foundation. It was a very interesting pre-season and we played several games and we started off by losing to our second 11 in our opening friendly. However, we have recovered really well since then and we've had a couple of extremely good results, beating AZ from Holland by 3-1 and then more recently we've beaten Atalanta by 4-1 and those were 2 very good results indeed. And so it brings us on to our opening games of the season. We will be at home to Newcastle and we'll be away at Everton. We also have to bear in mind that we are in the Europa Conference League and this is going to take a heavy toll on what is quite a small squad at the moment. We are in desperate need of a striker and we also need a right winger. But the money that I have available, I'm not sure if I'm able to use. Being in real world mode, I have been at the mercy of the real transfer window and we have lost a number of key players, including Declan Rice, including Scamacca, and now we've recently lost Vlasic. And this has taken a heavy toll on the squad. And we've only actually managed to bring in 1 player so far. And he is Edson Alvarez. He's come in from Ajax for £32 million. He wouldn't be what I was actually be looking to sign as normal. He is a ball-winning midfielder, and I would normally not be looking for ball winners, but I'm hoping that he will do a useful job for me in the centre of midfield, and he certainly can do the job that I need him to do in terms of marking and putting his foot in. Whether he has the creative ability yet is yet to be seen, but he is a very good player, and I'm very happy to have brought him in because we are very short in midfield. There are a number of other players waiting to come in. We have this guy whose name I can't pronounce, Mavropanos, I think his name is, coming in from Stuttgart. He joins us on the 22nd of August. He's come in for a fee of £18 million. He's been quite expensive, but I think he is a very good defender. I think he's going to be very useful for us at the heart of our defence. He does look like he is a very nice defender. And I'm certainly hoping that he's going to strengthen us at the back. And then we brought in Andy Irving. He's coming in on loan and will join us on the 31st of August. So he's not anywhere near coming in as yet. Again, he is a midfielder. I'm not quite sure yet what his best position is, but I'm sure that he's going to be a useful signing for us in midfield. And then we have brought in Mohamed Kudus. He joins us on the 27th of August and he's coming in for £37 million and he is another midfielder, probably going to be playing as an attacking mid, and he will hopefully prove to be a very good signing as well. 23 years old, a youngster, certainly focusing on the future. And then we have brought in James Ward-Prowse, and he joins us on the 14th of August. He's come in for £30 million. I guess the previous manager was busy spending the money from Declan Rice. James Ward-Prowse, we all know about, and hopefully with the new set-piece coach that we've got in here, we're going to start scoring a lot of goals from set pieces. He's going to be a very good addition to the squad, and I'm really hoping for very big things from James Ward-Prowse. And I do have money left in the kitty. Apparently, I seem to have £54 million left in the kitty. I have a decent amount, 270,000 in wage budgets. I'm definitely looking for a right winger, and I'm definitely looking for a striker. I've got my eye on Ivan Toney as the striker. I don't know whether we're going to be able to sign him, but providing I'm not going to lose any of that money when these boys coming in, we are going to be chasing him and making a bid for him. I think he will be the final player that this West Ham team needs. I'm not expecting a very good start to the season. In fact, I'm expecting it to be quite slow at the beginning. We are weak in midfield and we are weak up front, and we are probably going to suffer early in the season. I'm just hoping that once August is over, though, we can recover. But for now, we need to get the team ready, and we need to go and play our opening game of the season against Newcastle. I'll go and get the team ready now, and we'll see you before kickoff. Let's go and kick some balls. We are going to play in the 4-1-2-2-1. We have the high press and the low block loaded up, and we are going to start today with the low block, the one that they are most familiar with at this point in time. But we are developing a brand new tactic with them, which they're working on and almost ready to be playing in this way. This includes the new role of the libero with an inverted fullback. The plan would be to push the volante way up the field and then have the libero bringing the ball out. And hopefully we will see how these new roles work out in FM24. But for now, we are going to start with our tried and trusted 4-1-2-2-1. And the team for today is Areola in goal with Kufal, Zuma, Aguad and Cresswell at the back. Paqueta, Souček and Bowen in midfield, with Benrahma, Fornals and Danny Ings starting up front. And now you can see why we desperately need a forward. Edson Alvarez, he starts on the bench. I don't think he's ready. He's only been here for a couple of days, probably not ready to start. I'm hoping that we have a very good game today, but I don't feel very optimistic, and the dressing room are a little confused about today's team sheet, but I think it's probably because I've decided to leave out Alvarez. They're a bit wondering probably why he's not starting. But I've decided to go with who we've been playing in pre-season. And we've got, hopefully can go out and make a good start. I'd like to get a point at least. I want to tell these boys that we can do this. We've got faith in you. Let's go out there. Let's get 3 points on the board if we can, but a point will be just fine. Newcastle, obviously a tough start to the season. They're a very, very good team. If we lose, we lose. But I think the low block is probably the best way to start. And here is Ings. Ings is looking for Paqueta. Paqueta looking inside, but we've been robbed, and Newcastle are looking to come on the break. We are playing with a standard line because we're aware of their pace, and that's well done by Benrahma, and finds Cresswell. Cresswell inside to Paqueta. Paqueta finds Danny Ings. Ings looking for Bowen. Bowen, can he find a pass? Looks to go on the outside. Looks to dribble past his man and has gone past his man. Looks inside. Fornals. And what a chance here for Souček. And Souček has buried it, and we are a goal ahead. And what a lovely move that was. And it looks like we've been playing this for a long time, this tactic. But they've taken to it, and like every team does seem to take to it. Bowen, beautiful pass, and Souček was in acres of space and drilled it into the roof of the net. And it was a good decision, I think, to play Souček over Alvarez. I wanted someone who was familiar with the role rather than someone just coming in. And whilst the team probably were a bit unhappy he wasn't playing, it was the right thing, I think. And Souček also very good at tackling and marking, and I desperately need that in the role that he's playing. But it is Newcastle coming back into the game, and we are playing very well at the moment, but we do need to defend well. We are a bit light in central defence as well. This is not the West Ham team that I was actually managing last year, but we're forcing Newcastle back, and that's good news, as Newcastle look to bring it forward. And 3 points today would be absolutely lovely if we can manage to get a win here. But Newcastle are coming forward, and there's a pile driver and a great save. And I do think we need to do something about Tonali, and he is being a little bit of a nuisance, and if he does have a long shot, we need to be closing him down, so we'll need to sort that out very soon. But then Newcastle looking to find one of their set piece routines. We've managed to close it down, but it's still Trippier with a cross to the far post, headed clear, goes out for a corner. We're defending fairly well, but Newcastle are coming back at us, and they are having a number of set-piece opportunities here. I think possibly I need to maybe go a little bit higher up the pitch. Well done, Areola. Punches it clear. Comes out to Shah. Newcastle coming forward. I'm going to go and look after some of these players on the other side, I think. And so I have made a couple of changes, a couple of little tweaks to what we're doing. I'm going to step up more in midfield, and we've also tried to close down their midfield, and we've got another chance, and we have scored another one. And Jarrod Bowen has made it West Ham 2, Newcastle 1. I was not expecting a start like this, especially given the squad that we have at the moment, which is fairly light. Ings found Bowen, and Bowen, driving into the box, fired it low into the corner. We're 2-0 up. I was not expecting such a good start, and we are flying at the moment, and we are actually top of the league after 20 minutes of the Premier League. I'm not sure that's going to last very long, but we'll take it at the moment. We are just about edging things. We don't have the possession that I'd like. It's fairly even, but we are actually edging it in terms of the way we are converting our chances. But Newcastle do have another free kick, and Trippier, who's very good at set pieces, fires it to the far post. And Newcastle are looking to bring it forward. Don't give away a penalty. We've given away a goal instead. Newcastle are back in it. And boy, oh boy, I think this might be a close encounter that we're going to have today. And defensively, we were poor there. I think it's Harvey Barnes on the far post, completely lost his marker. And maybe I need to get Harvey Barnes marked out as well, because if he's going to be a nuisance on the far post, we want to take him out of the game. But at the moment, it's still West Ham 2, Newcastle 1, as we're coming up to the last 5 minutes of the first half, coming up to half-time. Can we hold this till half-time? And then we'll make some tweaks at half-time. It's going well at the moment. Let's get into the dressing room. Let's regroup, and let's tell these boys that things are going well, but they are capable of even better. And we'll tell them that they weren't that bad, but keep going, and you can actually get a result here. And we need to build on what we've done in the first half. But like I said, I wasn't expecting to win this game today. If we can get a draw out of it, I'll be very happy. The board will be happy, and the fans will be happy. Everybody's only expecting a draw. I'm going to stay in the low block for a while and see if we can't just build on what we've already done. There's no need to panic at the moment. We're ahead as Bowen picks the ball up, looking to get to the byline again. He does, but it's a poor cross, and Newcastle will look to break. We have, as I said, got this standard line. I'm aware of the pace that Newcastle have. We've won the ball, and here's Ben Rama, but he's lost the ball, and Newcastle are looking to break again. They are looking very dangerous, Newcastle, at the moment. They've come into the game. We took the lead with 2 very early goals, but they've built up a lot of head of steam, and Isak is in miles of space, and he has made it 2-2. And I think now we have to do something. Is the referee checking VAR? I think the goal will stand. I think he was well onside. I'm not quite sure why VAR is even involved. He was well onside. I think possibly now it might be time to try out the high press and go further up the pitch, try and attack them a little bit more and see if we can't do some damage. I think we probably still need to play with the standard line, and we don't need to see it a third time, FM. We'll probably play with the standard line still, but we're going to press them a little bit more, see if we can't get at them. We've let Newcastle come into this game, and they've taken advantage of it. We now need to try and get the momentum back. But if we lose, we lose. I won't be too unhappy losing to Newcastle, although I will be unhappy about giving away a 2-goal lead. As we have won the ball, though, and Fornals looking to bring it forward, but he's lost the ball. I think I'm going to tell these boys to get stuck in. I think we're losing the ball too easily in midfield, and Isak is through again and scored and made it 3-2. What a dreadful start this has been, and I'm really angry with the players for just defensively. We've been absolutely shocking. Although the ratings don't seem to suggest it, we've defensively been absolutely dreadful, and Newcastle have come from 2 behind. They are now 3-2 ahead. I need to shout at these boys and berate them. This is not good enough. And having taken a 2-0 lead, I'm very, very disappointed. And we need to mark Isak out of the game. He's just too much of a problem. And can we get back into this game? I don't think so. I think Newcastle are a very, very strong team, and we are lucky to be in this game, given the number of players we have in the squad. The depth is not there as yet. And is that a penalty? Referee is checking that might be a penalty. Can we get back into the game? I think it might be awarded. He went down. It was a bit soft, but these are normally given in FM, and no penalty. This year, perhaps they're not giving those. It did look a bit soft, but normally they get given. And I hope these boys can get themselves back into the game. What a poor start this is. And so I have made some changes, and I don't think we're going to get back into this game. I'm really bitterly disappointed that we just allowed Newcastle to come back into the game and steal the game away from us. I think what I'm going to do is switch to the brand new tactic that we're working on just to give it a try. But accept that this game will go down as a defeat. When the new players start coming in, I think we'll do a lot better. But for now, we'll be lucky to be getting anything. Is that a penalty again? I thought that was a penalty, but unfortunately the referee didn't. So now we are going to try the 4-2-4 and go much higher up the pitch and see if we can't get back into this game. But here come Newcastle again. Looks like Newcastle are going to score. Every time they break forward, they look like they're going to score. And they have just looked like that since they came back to 2-1. We've been poor, unfortunately. Going 2-0 up and then losing 3-2 is inexcusable. And defensively, I think I really need that Greek defender coming in. We've looked bad, and we have a goalkeeper who has got injured now. We will replace him, and we're struggling all over the pitch now, and players are just getting injured. We're not playing very well. We've given away a penalty now. This one will be awarded. And I'm not happy with FM in the way that it started me off here. This penalty will definitely be awarded. And as we went to get stuck in, and penalty is awarded. It's pretty obvious that it was going to be awarded when ours was denied. Isak for a hat-trick, and he has made it 4-2. We've been absolutely dreadful. We've been well beaten. We've tried all 3 systems. None of them have worked. And unfortunately, that's the way the game goes. It's not the start that I was wanting. I'm hoping that we recover against Everton, but what a poor start. We're expected to finish in mid-table. The media think we'll finish 10th. We're not a great team, and so we'll do well to finish even in 10th. But at the moment, this is an awful start, and these boys need to know that this was dreadful, and I'm far from pleased with what I saw. And so it was not the start that I was hoping for, and we find ourselves in 15th, 16th place in the table. We have another big game now, a game we have to win against Everton. Everton, who generally are not the best team in FM these days. Let's hope that continues and that we can get 3 points on the board. Very, very much needed. I'll go and get the team ready, and we will see you just before the kickoff. And so the team for today is Areola in goal with Kufal, Zuma, Aguad, Cresswell at the back. Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, who starts and makes his debut, who has just joined the club. He comes in today. And Bowen in midfield. Paqueta, Fornals and Ings will play up front. And we have to take this game to Everton. We are going to play in the low block, though. I think it's really important that we play in the low block. Try and keep Everton out. It's a game we have to win this. We cannot afford to lose another game. And I need to tell them, go out there and impress me and make me proud. And the team are not really looking like they're very fired up. And this probably doesn't bode well. I don't have much faith that we can win this game. I'm just hoping that we can get some goals from set pieces here, as Ward-Prowse looks to fire in a set piece to the near post and it's headed over. Aguerd heads it over. We've made the better start of the two teams. We are dominating the possession, but Everton will look to attack us. I just want to check the lines. I want to I think, move the line back because Everton do have pace and they will look to break and counter-attack. We are taking the game to them. We've had 80% of the possession, but we can't get our shots on target. There's always something. But here's the Everton chance coming up. As Everton look to bring it into the box, they are in, and they almost scored. And it was a very good save by Areola. These boys are not performing very well. Defensively, we are shocking. And we are letting Everton come back into the game at the moment. And the ball goes wide. It's going to be another corner. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to approach this game now. If defensively we are so bad, and looking at it, we must be the worst defensive team in the world. We don't know what we're doing, and Everton are coming forward again. And maybe it is the line that is the problem. Maybe I do have to play with a higher line. I don't know. But Everton are certainly coming back into this game. They've got a much better shots on target ratio. Even if they've never had the ball, they've only had 20% of the possession. So I'm not quite sure why they're beating us so easily. We are just giving the ball away, though. And probably because we've got players in the team who've just joined the squad. We can't expect them to be that good at the moment and a team to be flowing in the way we want them to flow. But we've got good players in the team, so I'm not quite sure why we can't create chances for our forwards and why we can't take them. I know defensively and in midfield we're poor. Not poor players, but we are not yet ready as a team. But then neither are Everton. Everton are a very poor team. And so why we are letting Everton beat us, I don't know. And Everton are beating us. And it's very depressing at the moment. For the first episode, this is not what I was hoping. As Ward-Prowse finds Aguerd to Paqueta. He's looking to go forward, getting in each other's way, him and Cresswell. Ball into the box, hits the crossbar. It was actually saved and goes out for another corner. And can we actually score a goal? It would be really nice if we could score against Everton, who are clearly a poor team. And just let us have a goal and then we can all relax. Bowen drives one in, it's bobbling around, goes out for another corner. And it's still Everton 0, West Ham 0. And I'll take a point at this point in time. I'll just take a point because we're not good enough. And Bowen looks to retrieve the ball, can't get anywhere near it. And it remains 0-0 as we come up to 30 minutes gone. This is probably the worst possible thing that could happen right at the beginning of my save. We've had 7 shots and only 1 on target. These boys need to be shouted at because they are not good enough at the moment. Danny Ings is nowhere near what I need as a striker. I've got to get Tony in. We've made a bid for him and let's hope he considers his contract and accepts it. I don't know what to do about Danny Ings. I can't keep playing him. He's poor. And I haven't got anybody else. I may have to play Antonio up front. That's probably my only option at the moment, and we have scored. Paqueta has put one in just before half-time. It is Everton 0, West Ham 1. I don't really feel optimistic at the moment either, because we've got to hold on to it and defend well enough to hold on to this one goal. It was a super strike, hit the underside of the bar, and has made it 1-0. And boy, oh boy, is that a great big weight off my shoulders. Well done on controlling possession. Danny Ings is on a 7, surprisingly. Fornell's not playing very well. Most of the others are having good games. But generally, they are not filling me with hope, this team. And they need to be doing a lot better. And here come Everton. Everton, who've hardly had a kick of the ball. It's only going to take one moment and then everything is all square again. We need to defend well, keep doing what we're doing. But Everton are in. Everton have scored. They haven't been in our half of the pitch, and we've just defensively allowed them to score again. I am absolutely furious with this team. They need berating. This is not good enough. I can't buy a whole defence in the next month. It's impossible. They are supposed to be good players. They are playing like a load of old nerds, and they are absolutely shocking. I am so annoyed with my defence. I really am shocked at how we've started this Premier League season. This is not what I wanted. I need to go and make some changes and get rid of some of that rubbish out of the back of our defence. I'll be right back. I'll go and make some changes. So I've made a couple of changes. They're actually not playing that bad. I just don't understand how Everton suddenly have become this very good team and we've suddenly stopped playing. Cresswell has taken a knock now. He's looking like he's injured. We'll have to get Cresswell off before he causes us a problem. And who am I going to bring on? I'll have to bring on Ben Johnson at left back. And Areola's taken a knock as well. And Everton are looking to come forward again. And it's a good save by Areola just before he's substituted. I need to change something because this is definitely not working. And I'm going to go into the new 4-2-4 counter-attack system. We are looking like a very poor team again. And Everton are looking like world beaters. Time to make some more changes. And so I have made my final 2 changes. I don't feel very optimistic, though. This is a very, very poor West Ham team at the moment. They've not been good enough. We don't deserve to win. We'll just have to be happy with a point. Unless we can score from this set piece, and it's going to be Bowen taking the corner. Surprisingly, not Ward-Prowse. Can we get something out of this corner? It would be really nice if we could get 3 points here today, even against all the odds. I did say it was going to be a tough start. Ward-Prowse is outside the box, picks the ball up, finds Danny Ings, and Danny Ings has made it 2-1. I don't believe this. We're going to go back into the low block now. I don't believe Danny Ings has fired in there. After all the criticism I gave him, I didn't mean it, of course. I've always thought Danny Ings was such a good player. We finally, maybe, got 3 points on the board. There's just a few minutes left. Gone back into the low block now. Can we hold on? There's going to be 7 minutes of added time. We just need to hold on, boys. Don't do anything silly. Everton are beaten by the look of it. We just need to hold on. Keep the ball. We have got 3 points. I think we were lucky. I think we were very lucky to get those 3 points. And oh boy, what a day. We have finally picked up 3 points. We've moved into 10th. And the first part of this job is complete. It wasn't the greatest episode, losing to Newcastle hurt, but we've come away with a 2-1 victory against Everton. I'm going to play through now until the end of September. I'm not sure anything is going to happen during the transfer window. Maybe Tony will come in, but we'll come back for Liverpool and Brentford, and we'll see where we are then. We have to improve defensively, that's for sure. And that's it for this episode. If you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content, why not? Subscribe, like, watch, comment, do all that good stuff. Help the channel to grow, help us to support the very good work of the British Heart Foundation. I really thought it was going to be a double defeat on the opening day, but we did finally somehow manage to get a victory away at Everton. Still don't feel very optimistic as we move into September, but let's see where we are when we come back. All that remains to be said now is stay safe, take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.